Dates itself. All right, we're live. This is not the intention of the way I wanted to go live today, but things came up. I had to go help my mama take care of a few things at her house. Because she's a little old lady. Little old ladies need a hand with things sometimes. We all need a hand sometimes. Get this out of the way. We are not using this today. We're actually not probably using anything today. I think we're just going to be tidying up. I wanted to do a live stream earlier. I wanted to actually maybe do some stuff and some woodworking. But, you know, schedules change and things come up. And then you realize you just got to roll with the punches and, you know, yada, yada, yada. You all know how it is. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? If you're here. If there's anybody here, let me know. If there's not anybody here, you can't let me know that, I guess. I got a lot of cleaning up to do. So, I am just tidying. I do have something here I wanted to check out. I was going to bring you guys along with me while I was doing it. You know, all these old pneumatic fittings. They're probably all garbage. But I like to keep them, you know, sentimental value. Oh, that's a spring. I should hang that up over the pegboard. Yeah. I want to get some things cleaned up. I was going to try to work out here today and get the Jeep out because I need to actually, I have new Wix transmission filter for the black Cherokee that was at my buddy's property, and one of his idiot friends had a few too many sarsaparillas one evening and tried to advertently, I don't know, try to drive it into the pond. It was saved, but I think the transmission took on some water because the transmission looks really overfull. So, I got to fix that. But that means this one has to leave, and this one is not leaving anytime soon because we've got storms coming, and my baby is not sitting outside with storms coming. So the garage is staying the way it is. I've got woodworking projects I wanted to do, and that would have been on this channel. The Cherokee work will be on the other channel. Did you know I have a second channel? If you didn't know I have a second channel, go check it out. It's DIY, I don't even know the name of my channel. My DIY 2, T-O-O. It has a logo similar to this channel, but it is in gray, and it has a number 2, because it's like a double entendre. My DIY 2 and my DIY 2. You know what I mean. Go check it out. I get monetized over there, and I can make some beer money. Anyway, let me put a few of these things back, and then I'm going to show you what I got here at Menards for relatively cheap the other day. Probably a reason they were cheap because they probably don't work well. And I don't even know if I have anything to really test it on, but well, we'll put this. Oh, that's the downfall right there. You start stacking stuff on top of your vehicle in your garage, you know it's over then. You got too much stuff. Now, is it because you have too much stuff, or do you have too small of a garage? That is the question. Personally, I think my garage is too small, even though it's a decent-sized garage. It's bigger than most attached garages, that's for sure. I got so much hardware I gotta check or sort. I need a thread checker, but thread checkers are not cheap. This is staying for a television. Move that to the other bench. This is stuff that's got to go back in my... I gifted a couple railroad ties just for S's and G's. Bow wrench, working on a deck, although it is composite. Probably don't need this, but this has got to go back in my truck also. I picked this up the other day, 3-pack of these adjustable thingamig jigs. You know, they're kind of like a Knipex channel locks. I mean, well, that's the name brand, but what do they even call them? 3-piece tongue and groove pliers set. They're ratcheting. It was like $22 for these. Let's open them up, see what they do, see how they do. I'll zoom you guys in, but I don't think I can do that. If I do this right, I could probably cut the rubber handle. That'd be great. I don't think I really have anything to test these on. Oh, you can get rid of the ratcheting part. Yeah, they're a little... I mean, they're Crescent. Crescent makes decent stuff, but they're a little... they're a little wonky. I don't know. I might have got ripped off. I'm thinking there was a reason they were on a closeout. So much slop. I don't know. They might still work though. These little ones are probably handy. They'd be good for taking little nuts or bolts apart, maybe. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. White on. Oh, I see how that works. Let's see if we can find a bolt. I don't know. We'll do this quick. I got one on my vise over there, but I'm going to have to drag you along. Hold on. I know. I'll grab the little box of bolts I just put away. I got a nut there, and I guess maybe you start out low, and then I don't know. When you squeeze, all right, hold on. Time out. Let's try this again. Yeah, they got to get a pretty good bite there. I don't want to use the really big ones because I got teeny tiny hands, and it makes that difficult. I don't know. I'm a little perplexed as to how this ratcheting works. this thing is the weird part about it, but I don't know. The jury's out on them, but you know, for what? $7 each. You know, they're Crescent. What are they? Probably product of Vietnam, finished in China. Designed in the U.S. You know, so that's awesome. Push knob to engage lever, adjust, squeeze, push knob to disengage lever. Well, I don't know. I'll probably throw the little and the big in the toolbox with the other crescent wrenches, and then we'll do the small one. This one might end up in the truck and replace the Doyles that I carry. Or not. I don't know. Maybe one of them will end up in the house. I need to get a kind of a little toolbox together for the house. I'm going to tidy up here, and then I've got to start putting stuff back into my truck because I had stuff out of my truck because I had stuff I had to pick up and move this weekend. Stuff's got to go back in the truck so I can get to work tomorrow. I know I asked about doing a live stream earlier today, meaning literally this morning, and that just didn't pan out. So I wanted to touch base with you guys and show you these. I don't know if you got a Menards nearby and you're looking for something like this. They might be clearanced out at your place too, like 22 bucks. So I'm gonna batten down the hatches and get ready for these storms coming through tonight. Hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully I can get back to work tomorrow working on a deck. No video on this, but I'm getting some pictures and stuff. I'll show you, and maybe I'll do a walkthrough at some point. So I'll catch up with you guys later, and if I figure out how to stop this, I'm going to stop this. All right. Bye-bye, guys. I will see you.